where we last left off. Previous session, the party, though, after dealing with a wave of frost giants and an impending threat of a horde of were creatures surrounding the old city of Bryn Shander, our five heroes, Gwen, Hiraya, Justo, Tata, and Rex, stand proud as they successfully defended the city from the impending doom that it was facing at the cost of a curse, as in saving the life of one Ulseth. Irayatal has succumbed to the lycanthropy that has been unknowingly plaguing her whole life and is now rendered a were-tiger, only quelled by Tata's sleeping spell and with the aid of her friends as well. Now we join the party as they stand on top of the mess that they managed to get themselves out of as Bryn Shander faces a new day. Midnight passes, and what Bryn Shander stands once more. Okay, party, what do you want to do?
We rally up with Justo, I guess.
Wait, so you all run up to Justo. Tiraya's incapacitated right now, so she can't move.
What happened to Arthur?
Arthur, let's get to that while unahin muna natin yung players na nasa wall.
Okay.
Are there any other people surround us? Wala, no?
Soldiers slowly fall back as they were in the sides and the walls helping quell the werewolf threat. They now lay astounded as you have managed to protect the walls, and they're just looking at you in awe and sort of some semblance of reverence. Oh, also keep in mind that I think Rex is still disguised as a guard, pero the rest are not. Tama ba? Or si Tat na naka-disguise din as a guard? Hindi. Okay. So, okay. Gotcha.
Down the stairs because I asked Tata na, is she gonna be okay? I look at Hiraya who is sleeping like a kitty.
Yeah, she is sleeping like a kitty now. You see that Hiraya's form has shrunk to her previous size of 4 foot something. But the orange fur is still kept, and she is stuck in this weird hybrid form, somewhere halfway between her normal self and her bestial self. I think we should carry her under the roof, Gwen. That's what Tata says.
Okay, we'll just carefully carry her not to wake her up.
I'm gonna rule that as that passes as you drag her through the snow under the roof, sheltering her from the falling snowflakes. Mag-heal ka na ba, Tata? Last spell slot, I believe, sa first level. You can heal both. I think so. Meron ka pang spell slots. Yun nga lang, magastos. Pero, Song of Rest. Short. Oh, okay. That works. Song of Rest works. Everyone gets to roll their hit dice. At least 3 hit dice. And heal that respective number plus 1d6. As Tata sings a song to help quell the rush of adrenaline, you all take a breather and rest back up, your wounds quickly healing through this magical process. 5, 3, that's 6, 11, 15. Rex heals for 15. Gwen heals for 10. Okay, sakto lang. Hindi mo na kailangan magastos pa. Tata heals for 3. May plus 5 pa kay Tata. That's 41. Okay na? Okay ka na? Fully healed ka na? You healed up to 41 hit die. Also it heals 16 points of health. He's still he's more able to walk now, but he's still kind of wounded, but that works. Anyway, what does the party do after her brief song of rest?
Remember ni Gwen si Justo from the fight, like, the werewolf, the other one.
Remembering the werewolf, Gwen and Rex lead the charge back into the city as they join Justo and whatever threat he faced. Does everyone come or does Tata Hiraya and Dulcet stay?
I think Hiraya is still sleeping, so she's gonna stay inside the barn.
You can't carry both. We'll stay. All right. Rex and Gwen, you make your way into the center where you find Justo facing down, looking at the unconscious body, this canine looking creature in front of you that previously you saw sprinting at inhumane speeds, now lay unconscious on the snow.
Justo, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm totally fine. Thanks for asking.
Wow, you just put that thing to sleep?
I use silver. And how about you guys? You've been to the wall with the giants.
Giants are, well, they're gone. We kind of have a small problem, but I think we're fine for now.
Wow.
Yeah. A group of drows tried to kill Ulsat, but Tabaxi fellow has used her last glimpse of hope.
You mean the bracelet?
Yeah.
Yeah, and she did turn a monster, like one of those secret organization person said.
You mean like this werewolf in front of me?
No, it was a feline large creature.
But basically, yeah.
Di ba this werewolf pala he turned now into Earth Artir, no? Yung
Hindi pa.
mukha niya. Hindi
Hindi
pa.
pa.
Okay.
Nandyan pa rin yung gabi. Nandyan pa rin yung
Oh.
buwan.
Okay.
I mean,
Continue, Bapin. Wala na. Yun lang.
Oswald
Thank you.
Oswald interjects himself into your conversation. Goes, Justo, that was amazing. You've knocked this creature down easily. It's almost like the luck of the dice was in your hands, and I didn't land a single punch or anything. Looks at the camera.
I don't know. I think something with the power of the silver against the werewolves.
Well, is the threat by the wall safe, Miss Miriam?
Yeah. For now, your men has hold them off. There's no threat of them going through the walls.
He breathes a long sigh of relief. I really thought the city would fall. It looks like we are indebted to you and your crew. Thank you on behalf of the city. He kind of walks away, trying to go back, take charge of his men. It flies back on Rex's shoulder.
I snapped him so he won't longer exist in the plane of reality, I guess.
He disappears. Puff of smoke. And yes, for once, after 2 days of chaos, the city finally feels at peace once more. What does the party do now as the people slowly fall back out of hiding?
I guess it would be better if just to ask the guards if they could do one last patrol around the city.
Okay, so Justo thinks of calling Oswald and then utusan Ira. Then asking Oswald.
And yes, sir.
Hello, Oswald. Can you ask the guards to patrol to see if there are still threats?
All right, will do, sir. Then he marches in a steady pace away to one of the walls.
What are we gonna do with him? And I point to the unconscious werewolf. He's still in werewolf form, and it's still probably nighttime. I look up at the sky and I have no idea how time works.
It's around. So it's past midnight, probably around 1.
Thank you, Sky, for telling me that.
Can we loot the giant?
The giant.
Interesting. Very interesting. Pero yung giant na...
Tinumba na namin yung giant.
Yeah, pwede naman lumabas.
May werewolf pa, di ba?
Ngayon,
Bukas.
loot niyo bukas. Okay.
Yeah, waiting game.
We go back to Tata, Hiraya, and Wolseth. Tata, do you have any actions? Wolseth is still groggy. Hiraya is unconscious.
Ay, nasa loob kami lahat ng tawag dito?
Ng
Ng
barn
barn.
ito.
Yeah. I just start to Oset and inspect if he's still bleeding a lot and try to
He's not bleeding. He's not bleeding, but he's not bleeding profusely. But there are wounds. It's just already scabbed over after your magical healing.
She looks for hay if she finds some. Are they hay? Are they hay?
There's bales of hay in the corner if you'd like.
She picks up the hay and like places it beside Olset just to keep him warm, I guess. They are all huddled together. Hiraya is cute and warm and cuddly, but she's still color orange. So Tata is just scared she might wake up. Just keeping watch over Hiraya. Also, can I try to fetch the silver stuff from Hiraya? The what do you call that? Yung Halia weapons, ganun, para prepared tayo next time.
You get the Aswang's hand axe and Kadantan's dagger from Hiraya.
Hiraya Baro.
Roll me a investigation check. The intricate patterns on the metal do indicate that they come from the same piece. Let's go back to the city center. What does Justo and the others do?
We absorb the people, Bapin.
The people slowly come out of the houses. The crowds notice that the threat of the giant gone. A different kind of commotion arises. One of murmuring, of not of panic, but of almost celebration. The people gathered around the center since they've been evacuated from the north slowly gather and surround the center podium of the city and begin to slowly rouse into an applause as they see the unconscious werewolf in the center, and with them Justo, the exiled soldier, Miriam, the visiting noble woman, and some guard because you're still disguised. That's what you see.
Do we put him to jail for now? Or
Yeah, let's put
Yes.
this to jail. I know this guy, by the way.
it's not like he did anything wrong, just like a precaution against.
Yeah, we have to ask him questions because there's a lot of probably werewolves still roaming around.
Yeah, it's probably good if we rehabilitate them, if possible.
So you guys, do you guys bring him in the jail yourself, or no?
Since there's no guard inside, so let's just go carry this guy, kind of big, huge guy, and then look for a guard nearby.
The guards. You sent Oswald and the guards on patrol. Remember?
Yeah. So if we can see a nearby guard, we can ask to.
You see a couple of guards or two, and they help you lift this beastly creature into the jail cell where he is secured. Coincidentally, the same jail cell that once held the aswang from earlier. To bring the beast to the jail, what else do you guys do?
Pwede naman siguro puntahan na natin sila, no? Or like parang mag-meet na, anong gawin namin kay Hiraya na hindi siya magising?
Talian nyo.
Okay lang, hindi siya magigising kung tatalian namin.
Hindi. Parehas lang sa ginawa niya sa Bandits ng session 1.
Ilang hours ulit yung tulog?
The sleep lasts saan ba dito? Oh, it's 1 minute.
Yikes.
Let's go back to Tata. Tata, you remember that sleep only lasts 1 minute. May tali ka ba? Si Raya may tali.
Yes.
I also take the rope from Hiraya and like tie her up a pole just to be sure. Precautions.
I'm just gonna say, for brevity's sake, you
Yeah.
successfully tie Hiraya
And then
down to a post inside the barn securely enough.
and then I use the hay to like form written sorry on the ground in front of her if ever she wakes up.
Hiraya, after 1 minute, you wake up to find an unknown language in front of you. You're still in your bestial form, so the anger returns, but you find yourself restricted to a post by some rope.
Can Hiraya talk while in that form?
No. You can only caveman words.
Gagrowl ako.
That's what you hear, Tata, as you see this as as you hear your friend trying to resist the restraint. Do you attempt to break the restraint?
No, I don't want to hurt Tata. But just maybe imagine her trying to break free from the restraint, but it's not working. Just so I don't accidentally hurt Tata or waste healing ulset.
Okay, ganito gagawin natin. Roll ka ng D2. Kung 1, magro-roll ka to escape. Kung 2, magi-give up ka. Oh. Hirai, I want you to make me a athletics check. Oh no. You break free from the post in one easy swipe of your claws. No strength needed. So now she is free. Hiraya, where do you go?
I see them both, right? And no one's bleeding naman na.
Ulseth is bleeding.
I run outside.
So you're attempting to resist the urge?
Yes.
Alright.
Mag-prestidigitation na lang ako. Prestidigitation ako.
Anong gagawin mo sa prestidigitation?
Mabaho ulit.
Okay. I'm gonna make you okay, gagawa ka ng mabahong odor para ma-deter yung werewolf, di ba?
Oo.
Yung were-tiger, di ba? Roll me a deception check contested sa insight or investigation check ni Hiraya. Ano ba to? Guys?
Yung insight ko plus 3, hindi na nga ako nag-insight eh.
Oh no! Oh my God. Okay, so hindi mo siya madedeter, pero makakatakas ka paggamit ng Mantle of Inspiration.
Sige, mag-ano na lang ako, Mantle of Inspiration. Try.
Use your you inspire you and Ulseth magically as Ulseth, still groggy, realizes she's free, and then you all move 6 feet away.
Don't move, don't bleed. Stop bleeding.
Ulseth straight up jumps out of the window. Tata, come on! As you go out, you notice that Oswald has already sent the patrol guards around, so they notice the commotion. What's happening?
The were-tiger is awake and she's very angry. Please, don't come near her. We need silver. Throw silver around her so she don't come forward. I realized that I have the Halia.
You have the silver weapon.
Ayoko nang saktan si Hira. Yan, ano ba yun?
Sinong marunong gumamit ng dagger? Marunong si Tata, pero marunong din si Ulseth.
Mas mabilis si Ulset, no? Kaso diba siya, mamatay siya. Diba yan?
So, anong gagawin mo? Also, Hiraya, you get to move.
I chase them, but I stay in the window. And I just claw at parang nagkuklaw lang siya dun sa window, trying to chase them, but not jumping outside.
Hiraya stops by the window, and as she does so, the guards see her monstrous form peek out from the sill, and they say, there it is! Fire! And then there's a volley of arrows aimed straight at Hiraya's head. All of them hit. Most of the guards are bad shots, but it does not affect Hiraya as the wounds immediately heal on her forehead, only enraging her further. But she is somehow backed away from escaping, and she's trapped inside the barn. We go back to the center where you three hear the commotion by the north gate.
Hiraya, she's probably awake. What about Tata and the others? We have to go.
Yikes.
Wow, great.
You three go and rush as you find Tata and Ulseth away from the barn as Hiraya is trapped inside feral.
Should we sleep her again? Na-rest na rin ako, di ba, Bapin?
Oh, nga no, na-rest na, so puno balik yung spell slots mo.
Stunning strike ko na lang.
True. Stunning strike.
Just to go to that were beast. It's Hiraya. Stun her.
Justo, I guess, sprints and immediately clocks the fuck out of the were-tiger. Stuns her immediately. And Drex, I assume you cast hold person, command or
Suggestion.
suggestion. What do you suggest?
Sleep for 8 hours.
Oh my god.
Constitution saving throw pa si Hiraya.
Ako nga,
Wag
constitution
na.
Wag na.
Hindi na naka-rage si Raya eh. So, baka ma-fail naman. Tingnan natin yung dice.
Tingnan lang natin.
yung dice.
Tingnan lang
Tingnan
natin.
natin. Tangin.
Kaya
Ang
dyan
ina,
tayo
sabi
si
ko sa
kanina.
inyo, wag na eh.
Red,
DM.
meron ka pang 3 suntok. Gagastusin mo lang ng
Agagasting ko na. May kipa ako eh.
Nakapagpantukan sa Smooth Tiger. Ang putang ina.
Isa pa.
Bardagulan, shit.
Isa pa. Hiraya.
Abog.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Ayan na.
Okay na.
Yan.
Para may drama.
Imagine mo, lumabas yung ulo ni Raya, tapos pinaulanan ng araw, bumalik sa loob, tapos nag-sprint si Justo, pumasok sa bintana, tapos 1-2! 1-2!
Kinaltukan siya eh. Halika dito. Pak!
As Raya knocks herself out cold, Rex suggests her consciousness to fall back into a deep sleep for 8 hours. Just enough time to pass the night. With that, the were creature threat is finally quelled for real this time. Oh, since nandito na si Rex, tapos pinatulog niyo na si Raya. Rex, your dream catcher that you stole from the confiscated things starts glowing again.
It seems that my dream catcher is glowing again.
Yung dream ni Raya, okay, ito yung pinaka-massive na retcon. Hindi siya dumiretso ng dream kasi gumising pa pala siya. So, pagkagising niya, nagbardagulan pa sila ni Justo at saka ni Rex. Tapos doon yung nangyari yung dream niya. Rex, what do you do?
I put the dream catcher on Hiraya's forehead.
You see her flashback to a memory of what seems to be her grandmother in her deathbed, slowly dying, but holding Hiraya's hand in a way that she does not notice the bracelet's glow. You realize that the grandmother has rejected the bracelet's gift in order to continue protecting Hiraya from the curse within her. As the dream furthers along, you see that Hiraya hears a distant drumming melody, and from that melody she begins to dance, but she can't quite get the dance right. And as she does this, there's this overwhelming feeling of peace that's with the melody. And you see in the distance a boar, a wolf, a rat, and a cat, an orange cat who looks at Hiraya, and the two have a mental conversation that seems to be beyond you, as it feels like this isn't a dream anymore. This is a dream that's connected to a physical memory. Rather, it's a dream connected to some sort of a spiritual conversation. And as the dream ends, you see Hiraya feeling overwhelming peace as she sits in an idyllic river village under the light of the full moon, somehow still in her were-tiger form, but peaceful and in control. And then that's the entirety of the dream that you witness in that one snap.
Oh my god, guys, may chika ako.
Do you tell the others of this dream as Hiraya is knocked out?
Yeah. Apparently, Hiraya's grandmother knows about the bracelet, and after she died, she didn't accept the gift from that bracelet. And we all do Pikachu faces, yung shock faces, Mapin.
Pikachu shock faces as you learn this, the core aspect of her tragic backstory. The River Place thingy, from what you remember from your conversations with Hiraya in session, I believe session 4 or session 5. You remember that this is in Daggerdale, which is a long way from here. It is to the east. What else does the party do as the guards close in on the were-tiger?
Stop, hold your horses.
We got to quell the threat.
She's not a threat anymore. She's knocked out, though, too.
Yeah.
Is it for real this time?
As far as we know, the threat are still outside the border.
All right, we'll keep on patrol then. If you guys have it covered.
Yes, hot away.
And now now assured that Teraya will sleep for the time being, what you guys do?
Put her in the jail, I guess.
That's jail.
Sa sister room ng yung jail ni Arthur.
You put her in the jail as the night slowly fades away. You feel tired after a long night's fight. Do you guys settle down, or do you just stay up for the rest of the duration until morning rises?
We also need to find Hiraya clothes because Hiraya grew to 6 feet tall. She naked.
Oh shit, that's actually true. What the fuck?
Tata gave her coat.
Okay, coat na
Ayan
may
oh.
coat na. As you put Hiraya in the jail next to Arthur, do you guys find another place to stay in, or do you just sleep watching her, or do you secure in hiding Ulseth again? What do you guys do? Guys, naninigas na ako. Pasok tayo sa loob, please.
Well, we can find an inn nearby the jail.
You could also just sleep in the speaker's house since wala naman si fake Dresa.
True.
All right. The rest of you find yourselves making your way to the speaker's house. Finally getting yourselves a well-deserved good night's rest as you finally lay down after doing so much and then some more. The light of the sun rises on the horizon, waking you guys as it puts its light onto Bryn Shander as it stands once more for another day. The cold winter air seems a little less cold as you wake up to a bustling city that you can hear from the inside of your quarters as you fall asleep, knowing that Hiraya and Arthur are well contained in the jail.
I think let's start first with Tata. What to do with Ulset?
Olseth's makeup is still there, but I'm afraid it's getting rough. It's getting rough. Also, full HP na lahat. As you wake up, Tata, you notice that Olseth has already woken up and is already lively and as lithe as he's always been. Olseth goes, I guess we do have a chance at just running away from everything.
You're going to run with me? Run away with me? Are you sure?
Well,
We're going to somewhere else, I think.
well, it's the least I can do. This is a second life. Besides, after what we did to those other drows, I don't think I'll ever be accepted by my kind again.
Well, technically, you already died, so you already paid for your sins, right?
When your kind is linked with the Underdark, they go a little bit further than death. That's all I have to say about that.
Yawa, ang hirap naman ito. Tatagaling si Tata. Well, if you want to come with us, you can always come with us. I'll try to keep you guys safe.
But there's also the fact that if I do stay with you, I become a liability. Because if I go with you, then I'm just bringing the attention of the drows to you and your friends. I don't think they'd like that.
Oh, we already succeeded, right? We can just let them catch us. We can just let them follow us. I don't know if they'll cross.
Roll for persuasion. He kind of just looks at you. You're not sure what he feels. And with that, what else does the party want to do?
Pwede ba nakaano sa door?
Sure thing. Umi-eavesdrop ka sa pintuan. Sure thing.
Kasi kunyari gising na kami lahat, sila hindi pa.
Okay.
Tapos sila lumalabas.
That happens. That happens. You hear the entire conversation.
I just remember, again, si Gwen, we need to check on Hiraya and your friend. I point to Justo.
All right. The party goes out and you see the crowd as you exit exit the... Wait, nakadisguise pa rin ba si Ulset? Wala na. Make up ulit. Make up session bago lumabas. Chris Hemsworth? Yung gagamitin ko?
Hindi, yung ganun lang yung disguise, yung action.
Yung disguise. Okay. Ulset hides behind the cloak carefully. You go to... the crowd comes to a rousing applause as you trudge through the city. Eventually, you do get to the jail, where the guards easily give way for you to meet a more sane version of Hiraya and a more sane version of what appears to be Arthur.
Justo? No, I have a request. For the sake of the girls, could you put some clothes on your friend?
Oo nga, hublas pala si Arthur.
Wag nga pala si
Oo
Arthur,
nga.
ano ba yan? I'll ask the guards for some, if they have some spare robes.
They put a rough blanket around the son of the old speaker as he looked 1,000 yards away, just distant. Hiraya, how do you feel right now?
Hiraya feels like shit. She doesn't know what a hangover is, but that's totally what she's feeling right now. And there's a strange metallic taste in her mouth that's not stale bread.
Oof. Ooh. You guys see the both of them in separate but adjacent cells.
To turns to Arthur and asks, are you wide awake right now, Arthur?
He kind of realizes you're there and goes, Justo, is that you?
You're kind of surprised I'm back to Bryn Shander.
It's been years. Creature, what he did to my father. I thought we were a lost city, Justo.
Almost, but we did something to save this city of ours.
That you did. You did what I couldn't. I feel ashamed for even being the son of the speaker. I have failed my father.
There's no need to be ashamed. We're up into something. It's a big group that is behind this, and no one has a clue what really happened here. So, what kind of happened in the past. Maybe let's just think about starting a new life right now.
Yes, in Ao's name. Kind of looks at you with the same, with the old, faithful eyes that you once saw in him as a comrade in both the city and the army. It's time we start fixing the city. Will you?
You're surprising me. You mentioned Ao. I thought you abandoned your faith.
After what happened, I think I finally realized I was wrong to ever doubt his glory in the first place.
Well, I think it's time for a new life. I don't know what's happened after I read the scroll, but I don't know. I feel really at peace right now.
But it can't be me. I can't lead this city, Justo. Will you be willing to stay and take care on my behalf?
I mean, stay as spokesperson?
Yes, the people need guidance. It's hard to undo what that monster did.
Justo just kind of thinks about it, and it doesn't want to give an immediate answer, so he just stays silent.
You're the only one, I think, that is worthy of taking care of the city. Do you know of any other follower of Ao that could give guidance if you don't want this?
Well, there's a person I know. They call him as a cleric, Eritel. I think he'll be a good fit as a spokesperson. But, not me. I abandoned this place 20 years ago, and I don't think I even belong here.
Well, I guess we should approach this man eventually. But for now, leave me be. I have to reflect on what I've become.
Arthur, there's something that I really wanted to ask about How did you ever become a werewolf? Like when?
It was unexpected what she did to us. When that thing, whatever that thing that pretended to be Dressa, came over, she confused my father, baited me as family, and eventually, she had me bitten. After she killed Uthir, she had me bitten by a person she had chained up. Apparently, these people not only hunt down cursed people like me, but they also are not afraid to use them to their own advantages. I was only a means to the end, so as long as she turned me into one of them, that made the people turn against me as well.
You mentioned something about someone who's chained. Can you describe that person? How does he look like?
He was just an ordinary man. That's all I remember of him. I think they just, after hunting several of these, I think they just captured one and used it to infect me and my father. Unfortunately, it got a little out of hand. As you can see, are the people outside okay?
Like, I don't really have any idea what to do with the werewolves outside. Like, is there even a cure for this? Tell me, do you know something about curing these people?
I know of lycanthropy, but this is something stronger. This is something more ferocious. This is something in blood. I'm afraid the answers that will lead to all these innocent lives as freedom will lie elsewhere, friend. Yes, in blood. I feel like this is less of a magical transference and more physical. I don't know the true nature of this thing, but whatever it is, it's something that I've never heard before in my entire life.
Like, wait. I think we're up to something here. I don't know. Probably this is not only a problem Bryn Shander.
But for the entire continent,
Entire continent.
I don't know what's happening. But if this werewolf threat isn't solved by the next full moon, it will be the end of Feyran as we know it. So I implore you, whatever lead you might have, please seek this out, because I fear that this cult, or whatever it is a separate threat, but the werewolves are an entirely different beast altogether. I don't know if they have motive. I don't know if they are all completely innocent. But what I do know is lives will be lost when everyone falls to the curse of this moon.
Bryn Shander should be in a state of emergency because of this. And I don't think I should be staying here.
Then it must be the other disciple of Ao that will guide this city towards what's right. It must be that Erithel person. Please talk to him. Take your friend. I know what she feels like right now.
Thank you, Arthur. It's been a while. I haven't seen you for a long. You've been through a lot.
And you as well, my friend. I could
Okay,
have never
so-
been prouder. And
I think let's now go and talk to Hiraya now.
Tata says, Hiraya, how are you feeling?
Uh, feels like I ate something rotten. And did I hurt? Did I hurt any of you guys? Did I hurt you? Were you hurt? Did I kill anyone?
You actually saved us.
Is Olseth okay when they stabbed him and then he's bleeding a lot and I got really scared and I mean I had to save him because he's your friend, right, Tata?
Ulseth takes off his shawl from behind and says, he reveals himself to you. He goes, I am not worthy of your mercy, Tabaxi. I am indebted to you. I will come to your aid. This life is but a gift from your mercy. Then he just bows in a very formal and regal manner.
Stop it, you're making my head hurt. Look, you're my friend and that you're important to Tata and Tata's important to me. So I guess that makes you important to me as well. Um, can anyone get me some clothes though?
He looks at Justo and Miriam or Gwen. I don't know what to refer now.
Siguro may nakuha naman kaming clothes sa speaker's house.
Well, that happened as you give Raya some proper clothes to change in.
We'll just like cut it to your size.
All of you get comfortable, you hear a rousing commotion in the town square.
What is going on? Wait, si Hiraya, we should let her go, right?
Out na ba siya? Oo.
Are you okay to come with us?
I think so. And then Hiraya stands. She wobbles a little, but she's stable and she walks
As you
outside.
stand and you step out, the light shines. The early morning. The door opens and you hear a bustling crowd applauding you. On the podium, where Justo, where the fake Dresa once espoused lies about Tyr, and where Justo saved the city, Tao's blessing, stands Erithel in full Ao garb. Necklace of a sun hanging around his neck, much like the tiny necklace that Tinder gave to Justo. Beside him is his son, Navdin. We're holding a clearly oversized sword, holding it upright like a stick. The Erithel beckons for all of you to come up stage. Well, I think he beckons everyone except for the shawled person. Ulseth kind of backs away and goes, I think it's best I stay down for this one. Then he hides in a shawl. Tata drags everyone. Do you allow yourselves to be dragged by Tata up the stage?
Yes.
Yes.
I only have 2
I
arms.
only have 2 arms.
As the four of you are pulled by Tata up to the podium, Erthel thaumaturgus in a loud voice. As Erthel beckons you. Yes, we have here heroes. And he asks you all to form a line as the crowd goes to a raucous applause in front of you. Tata says hi to Nev, then he goes, Hi Tata, look at me, I'm a knight! And then he kind of wags the sword like a stick. Clearly overweight, a blunt sword that's safe and fake, but he seems to be enjoying the time. I hope you don't mind if I throw a little something in the name of Ao to help accommodate your to just repay you somehow at least. May you all step in line as I bless you with an epithet. You reach for his hand and he's confused, but this is a celebration, but for yourself. No need for handshakes, child. And do you all stand in line or something, or do you just
Where he said, I follow.
all right. He goes to Tata first. Child, state your name. Wait, Rex is still disguised as a guard, right? Or Dragonborn na ba siya?
Disguise pa rin.
Disguised pa rin. Tama, okay. Child, state your name. He asks Tata. My name is Cristata Lacanlinaw. Cristata Lacanlinaw. Your melodies and magical songs are what held you and your friends together amidst the chaos of the night of the werewolves. And then he asks Navdin to come along, and Navdin taps both your shoulders as he puts his hand on your head. He goes, I dub thee Ode Singer. And then the crowd applauses. He moves on to the next one. Miriam Adderbrand. Your generous time and energy as a nobleman has been expounded on this city, and you in battle have faced and fared the most against the giant threat. Then Navdin does the same thing again as he puts his hand on your forehead and goes, I dub thee Jotun Piercer. And then the crowd Then he goes to Hiraya. Hiraya. Oh wait, hindi pa tinanong yung pangalan pala. State your name.
My name's Hiraya Tao.
You hear some murmurs of confusion in the crowd. She's cursed. She's cursed. Silence. Though this child may bear a curse that may be a nightmare to some, it was her bravery that helped save lives in this city. Navdin, unafraid, does the sword thing again. And in the Erithel, puts his hand on your forehead and goes, "You have the biggest weight to carry among all your friends. May you never stray away from the path. I dub thee Bane Bearer." And then the crowd, slow, confused applause. You can hear some boos at the back, but the crowd appreciates you in general.
Thank you.
Justo, you held fast in the faith and brought the blessing of Ao back again to a blasphemous city. Navdin goes, Arthur puts his hand. I dub thee Awe-bringer. The crowd. And lastly, he looks at the random guard. How long have you been at guard in this city, child?
I have been a guard since, as Rex said those words, sparkles can be seen around his body. Oddly, you could see hearts and stars as Rex transforms like Sailor Moon. Ching! Ching! After a few moments, the audience could see Rex's true self, a dragonborn.
The crowd gasps. And then in the distance, you hear Oswald go, "What the fuck?"
Alas, I am the mysterious warlock.
The crowd is confused because only the guards know that thing. The guards just look at each other like, what? And then Oswald is like red-faced, hands the side of his head. The crowd slowly applauses.
Also, don't forget my name, everyone. My name is Rexid. Thank you. Thank you.
Tholrexid, you of the dragon ilk have wielded the power of the skies in your hands and the sea at your fingertips. No lightning bolt shall be a stranger to you, as you yourself had dealt the final blow to the giant frost leader. Nafdin puts the sword thing on both of your shoulders as Earthen lays his hand on your head and goes, I dub the Tholrexid Levin Wielder. And the crowd goes, Bryn Shander, these are your heroes. From now on, they shall be known as. Then he looks at the five of you. What do you call yourselves? Big party mom.
Oh my god, ito na ba yan? Ito na ba to? Is this
Ito
the
na.
thing?
This is the thing. You huddle with each other to discuss among yourselves. Ano gusto niyo?
Ano ba?
The Anti-Bakunawa Task Force, guys?
Yan, bako na ako.
ABC.
Antay-bako na circle.
Anti-Bakunawa Circle Department.
Ang basa ko, anti-bakuna.
Antay-bakuna circle.
Anti-vax.
Iba na yan, ah.
Anti-vax, no!
Iba na yan, ah. Antay-bakuna Enterprise Foundation.
Yan na.
Bantay bata. Bantay na Abdin 163.
Dagdag ko pa yung group.
Yan na yung final name. Yan na yung final
Anti-bakuna circle department.
Since mahaba yung pangalan, pwede yung pangalan ganito. Pagkatapos yung full name ganyan, pero yung shortcut ganito. Anti-Bakunawa Circle Department Enterprise Foundation Group.
Okay, yun na yun.
All right. From now on, these people shall be known as your giant slayers. Then he looks at the paper that you hastily wrote on. Anti-Bakunawa Circle Department Enterprise Foundation Group. and then just crumples paper, or more simply known as, and then the crowd goes, kanon na yan, guys. Na yung group niya. What the hell is an enterprise?
Tapos bapin, alam mo yung yung typical yung old sitcom na na ending. Tapos kami, magja-jump kami sa air,
Magja-jump shot kayo.
tapos end credits.
As the happiness washes over you, all 5 of you jump simultaneously, as if from the ending of a sitcom. And that's where we end our session. Let's go, guys. Let's go.
Yes.
Tumbling muna, Justo. Tumbling. Uy, successful!
Na 20 si Justo.
Successful!
This is perfect.
Tumbling.
For the perfect circle. Sa simula, di makata-athletic si Justo. Pagkatapos, sa kanyang arc, sa ending ng arc niya, naka-nat 20 siya ng athletic sa celebration. Perfect.
Kasi Pilipino si Tata, naka-21 ako sa performance.
Yun. As the party celebrates, Tata gives a rousing performance. Wait, si Hiraya, di mo pa pinalabas yung loot mo, magtugtog ka rin. Performance check, Hiraya. Performance check. Yun.
Uy, 17. Gaganda ng rolls na. Wala ka kwenta.
Ito rin Bapen, di ba meron akong Tentacle of the Deep. So,
Okay.
kunwari, nagda-drum ako, gano'n. Marami kong
Ano nangyayari ngayon? Oh my fucking god. Okay, Tata prestidigitates magical sparks fireworks as she brings a mad musical number which Hiraya immediately jams to with her lute. Justo, in a complete reversal of his earlier adventuring days, does a amazing backflip to entertain the crowd, and the guy goes Rex to the rhythm uses his the tentacle of the deep to drum to the rhythm, and everyone just starts dancing in the center, and that is the true end to this session. Everyone claps all around. The first party is now. Let's fucking go! Let's go! Tangina!
At yun alay, malupit yung ending.
Malapit
Tayo
yung
pa
ending.
kunawa.
Walang katulad. Tangina. Let's fucking go!